John Deere shuts down production in S, and Trump's reaction says it all.
Under my leadership, we're going to take other countries' jobs. We're going to bring thousands and thousands of businesses and trillions of dollars in wealth back to the good old USA.
When news broke about John Deere's expansion into Mexico, Donald Trump didn't waste a second before latching onto it. At a recent conference, he went full throttle, calling out the company by name and threatening a 200% tariff on every piece of Deere equipment manufactured outside the United States. The headlines exploded, and once again, Trump was exactly where he likes to be, center stage, swinging hard at a corporate target. This wasn't just off-the-cuff bluster. The 200% tariff threat was a deliberate escalation, aimed at drawing a line in the sand between real American companies and those he views as betraying U.S. workers. Trump's messaging here is consistent with the brand he spent nearly a decade building, America First. In his view, a company like John Deere shifting even a portion of its production to Mexico is a direct slap in the face to the country, and more importantly, to the blue-collar workers who form the core of his base. To be clear, Trump isn't new to this playbook. During his first term, he imposed sweeping tariffs on steel and aluminium imports, triggering trade tensions with allies and adversaries. In 2018, he levied 25% tariffs on $250 billion worth of Chinese goods, sparking a prolonged trade war. American manufacturers and farmers were caught in the crossfire, facing increased costs and retaliatory tariffs on soybeans. The results were mixed at best. While some industries saw temporary protection, many others, especially agriculture and manufacturing, were hit with higher costs and reduced exports. A 2019 study from the Federal Reserve estimated that the trade war cost the U.S. economy over 300,000 jobs and caused significant disruptions in supply chains. Despite the headlines and hard talk, the long-term benefits of these tariffs remain debatable. Now, with Deere in his crosshairs once again, Trump is trying to use a familiar script.
Because of the tariffs, we have $7 trillion already committed to be invested in the United States, building auto plants, building chip companies, and all sorts of companies are coming into our country at levels that we've never seen before. What's going to happen with the market, I can't tell you, but I can tell you our country has gotten a lot stronger.
However, this time it's more complicated. Deere is not a faceless multinational. It's an iconic American brand, deeply intertwined with the farming communities that also make up a huge portion of Trump's voter base. Picking this fight might feel like a reward for most of his voters, but it risks the jobs of the very people he is trying to work for. And while Trump was taking his fight to the media, Deere wasn't retreating behind boardroom doors. They didn't apologize. They didn't even flinch. And that's when things really started to heat up.